Hey, what's up, everybody? This is Penn, and welcome back to the channel. So, I'm on my new workstation and home theater PC. So, it was a little bit of a journey, and I'm going to be discussing, some of the just challenges that I had getting the build set up, and then, transitioning things over, getting some certain drivers and all that, and, just going from there. Mainly the gist of the video will be just me talking about my experiences, talking about the major upgrades, that I'm having for my entertainment setup, media room, theater. Pretty much going to be all under the same umbrella at the end of the day. And pretty much, I'm just excited. I'm glad I got things back up and running. I got my setup back, and let's get started. So first thing here is I'm going to go and open up this program called Specie or Specie, uh, however how you will pronounce it. Been using this program for years where it gives me just a nice layout of the pieces that's in my system. So I have Windows 11 Home. Just recently, I got like a product key for that. It was just last night, I believe. I think Windows was trying to charge me like 140 directly out of the store, something like that. And then I just went on G2A and got a product key for like 24 bucks. And the rest is history. So I don't have that watermark in the lower right hand corner. That got a little annoying because when I was playing my game, it was present in the game too. So I'm like, nah, I gotta get rid of this. So you see here, idle. My Intel Core i9 13900K is at 38 Celsius. Now I do have that side panel like off, like the tempered glass, and there's a good reason for that. I'll talk about that a little bit later. But for RAM, I'm at 64 gigs of DDR5. So this isn't telling the whole story. I'm not running 3300 for the speed. I'm actually, let me open up my task manager. Default, it was at 4800 in Windows, but I went into the BIOS with XMP and I increased it to 6600. All that means is that I'm going to be getting better performance while in game when I'm playing my stuff at 4K. As I'm gaming at 4K, I want the maximum performance that I can get. Now, I do know about the Intel crisis that's going on currently between the 13th gen and 14th gen. I guess I'll do like a separate video on that if necessary. And then this is, of course, my graphics card, the GeForce RTX 4090. I do have the overclocked edition. And man, that 24 gigs of GPU memory, that is nice. I will say so myself. All right. So just giving you just like a brief overview of what I got. And this is cool because this goes over a little bit of everything that's in your system. And it's not totally accurate, I would admit, but it gets the job done when you want to do like a quick temperature check. All right. So let's go over the overall build here. So this is PC part picker list. Link will be in the description. So this is what I showed in a prior video on my channel. And I literally ordered all of these pieces off of Amazon. Did some initial research, put it together based off of what I wanted to accomplish. And I'm glad that it's all set up. So it was a little bit over 4K here, pretty expensive. I wanted something that was going to last me. If the RTX 5090 were to drop this year somehow, or even sometime first quarter of next year, I wouldn't necessarily get it because I wouldn't need to. I would just wait for the 60 series, and then I will essentially build a new PC for that around that card. And that's how my upgrade cycle would be for now. Because I think that way you're not just always spending money, and then you can always save up more and do some more investments and planning later. So, but I'm not going to go over this in too much detail. I did do a prior video on this for those of you that were interested in the PC part picker list, excuse me. Then here you go. So this is the motherboard particularly because after I did the Windows install, I didn't have any internet. I didn't have like a LAN driver, no Bluetooth, no Wi-Fi, no none of that because Windows don't support that during the installation. And with this particular motherboard, I had to find one of my mini PCs, connect that to the net, download all the drivers on there, put it on a flash drive, connect it to this new PC, and install everything. And that was how I was able to get my internet, because I was missing the network adapter, the driver. And that's just one of the things that you do have to keep in mind, if you're going to be building, PCs for yourself, or if you're pretty new to it, just keep in mind the driver support. And also I did upgrade to the latest BIOS as well, which is here. This was pretty straightforward. Also did the ME firmware, for some Intel default settings. So like I said, all this stuff is going to be dependent on your hardware and what you're going to be putting into your system. So it's always important to do the research and to find out what drivers you need, what's the latest information on your BIOS, because those things are important. And of course, doing the Windows update and any other important updates, when it comes to your build. All right. So I'm just giving you sort of like a process of how I went about it when it came to after my Windows installation up to this point in the video. Then after that, I installed Steam. It was smooth sailing from there. Did the NVIDIA drivers and all that. And the rest is history. I got my Premiere, my editor, got OBS, of course, speed tester, and just keeping it pretty light at the end of the day. Found me a nice 4K background of Batman. And yeah, I'm just liking how smooth the setup is and things like that. Now, some of the challenges with this was when I first got into it, the fans did not come on immediately. I got the computer to turn on, lights turned on and all that. The first time I pressed the power button, none of the fans turned on. And with this case, Corsair has like a RGB/fan hub, and it's mounted on the back of the case. Everything's already pre-wired. You just have to make sure you plug everything into the power supply, and of course, everything matches. Everything match up. So what I was doing was with this AIO, which is this right here. So let me go here. Let me open up it on Amazon too. So what I was doing was, so this comes with, okay, this is a perfect picture. All right, so this comes with an ARGB cable for lighting control, a USB cable for software control, and a fan cable for fan connection. And generally there's like a USB spot on this port, on this hub thing, and then you plug it directly into your motherboard. I got that. That was fine. Setting up these fans, that was easy. But when I found the ARGB connection on the motherboard, nothing was going on. Nothing was lighting up. Put it into the CPU fan, the pump fan, system fan, none of that. Come to find out, I guess the way how this case is pre-wired. And there was another thing as well. The fans, they operate through SATA. So I had to hook that up through the power supply, and I plug the, it was one connection. I plugged it into the fan on the Corsair hub. I was doing some troubleshooting. So to be honest, I was just trying some different things out. So if it doesn't make total sense, just know that depending on what case you have and what's the setup, do some additional research. And I misplaced my case manual, in which if I would have just found it and read some pages, I would have finished a lot sooner than expected. So it is what it is. But just keep in mind of all the connections when it comes to your PC and what your case supports, and you should be good. And I read the manual on quite a bit of things. This power supply, just getting like some, it's always good to brush up on some knowledge. That's all. And there was another major upgrade when it came to my entertainment center, and that is the Kaleidescape. So I'm going to be doing some content on that. I picked up the Kaleidescape Strato V. Now, if you're going to be getting any of those players at MSRP, you're going to be looking at, to be quite honest, $4,000 plus tax, especially if you're going to be considering getting it from a place like Best Buy directly, because you can purchase the Kaleidescape directly from Best Buy, but you're going to be paying more of a premium, if that makes sense. My suggestion, for those of you that want to get into it, go ahead and shop around. They have a dealer spot on their website where you can locate a dealer that's near you or in your city. And, you get your contact information with them, you connect with them, see if it's possible, if they can send you like a review unit so that you can have it in your space, or you can go to them and have them demo the unit so you can actually see and hear the difference that the Kaleidescape brings to the table. Now, I will be doing a first impressions video that will be uploaded sometime Sunday morning or afternoon. But I'm already signed in here, and I'm going to save most of my commentary for my first impressions. But this is just awesome. This is full digital. They are the only legal digital distribution platform that gives you what's called the mezzanine file, where that's like the raw file from the studios, and then the Kaleidescape team does what they call their lossless encoding. Now, it's not lossless by definition, because everything has to be able to fit inside of a container. That's how other platforms is able to send you the video and audio to you in a reasonable time frame. And I'm going to mention this as well, when I'm comparing what the 4K Blu-ray has on this in terms of the file size to the file size on Kaleidescape. Majority of the times, the Kaleidescape gives you a higher fidelity in terms of that image and that audio processing. But I'll get into that though, don't worry. But I'm liking the website. They have a mobile app. I'm using it on my phone. You can use the browser on your phone. I mean, it's automated. So I purchased something and it automatically downloads if I have the space. And this is awesome. I'm going to be using this for TV shows and, of course, movies. The main reason why I got it was for the movies, things like that. Let's check this one out. See the time here. Got Uncharted. And you see they have HDR10. So the Strato V does support Dolby Vision, but not every single title in the store is Dolby Vision compatible. They're still working on those things, but it's already been quite the upgrades when it came to the Dolby Vision for the movies that they have now. So, but this is 660.8 gigs on the HDR10. So, the file sizes that I've seen for the 4K, it ranges from like 60 to 100 plus gigs. So, you're definitely getting quality. Let me go here. I'll show in game, for example. So usually what Disney do is that when it comes to the 4K Blu-ray, they'll compress it down to what's called a BD66. And essentially the 4K Blu-ray of this would be on like a 66 gig disc. So that's compression on top of compression. But when I go to the download size on Kaleidescape, the 4K HDR10 is 103.3 gigs. So when they do the Dolby Vision of this, when they get around to it, I'm sure they're working on it. The Dolby Vision file size is going to be larger. Now, is it going to be a lot larger? No. But the point is, Kaleidescape is the least compressed source when we're talking about digital distribution for movies, TV, music, or whatever other thing they plan on including in the future. It's the least compressed source out in the market, and it's a major upgrade to my setup. So I'll talk about it further later in the week, things like that. Show it off, do some videos on it, some content, and call it a day. All right, so I'm done rambling. You know, I haven't uploaded in a little while, so didn't want to make the video too long. But let me know what you guys think about this. Got a high-end gaming PC, and then now I have a premium and definitely a high-end home theater experience, you know, when it comes to my movies and TV. And I'm pumped. I'm pumped. And it's just major investments, but if you want it, you got to go out and get it. So let me know what you guys think down in the comment section. And until next time, peace out. Thank you for watching and take care. Goodbye.